Let us see the next question. Mr. X, an analyst who is encouraged by performance of Dr. John Lab in the year ended December 2017. It was found that announcement regarding the sale of the particle by Dr. John Lab took place on 5th of January 2017, and there was a renewed interest in the scrip as the company received $80 million as milestone payment. The company would further receive from the sale if and when the product comes into the market. To check the market efficiency, highlight the portion in semi-strong form. In the above case, Mr. X collected the following relevant information. The closing price of Dr. John Lab stock. The closing prices have been provided to us. The closing prices of the Sensex means the market information is given to us. Using the data for the 3 previous years, highlight the portion. The characteristic line arrived by Mr. X is 5 plus 0.8 into Rm. That is, we understand that say it is alpha plus beta. What is alpha? Alpha is 5. Beta, what is beta? 0.8 into Rm. Rm for the time period is the monthly return on the market in any of the time period. R is the monthly return of Dr. John Lab in the same time period. You are required to conduct residual analysis. Friends, it is also given a name as filter test to test semi-strong form of market efficiency. That is the question. Please go through the question. We'll discuss that, say how to do answer for the question. See, before we make the calculation, let us recall the theory. The semi-strong form of market efficiency has a kind of conclusion that the market is efficient and all public information are always incorporated in the price of the security. Taking into account any information, and especially if it is public information, with that say factor you are doing some transaction, then in that case you will not be able to earn super normal profit from the investment. You will be able to generate only the normal profit from the investment. That is what the theory says. This is the first thing that we understand. Now over here the question says something like this. Understand the language of the question. Mr. X is an analyst, so who makes the observation, who keeps on tracking all the news with respect to the investments or of the all securities for the purpose of investment decision. Who is encouraged by the performance of Dr. John Lab in the year ended December 2017. It was found that the announcement regarding sale of the particle by Dr. John Lab took place at the beginning of the year, that is the January 2017, and there was a renewed interest in the script as the company received a huge payment of $80 million. So this like the Dr. John Lab must have made some research of a product and that must have been sold to a company, and that pharmaceutical company has made a huge payment of $80 million. The company would further receive from the sale as and when the product comes into the market. So when that product will come into the market, the pharmaceutical company is again going to make payment to the Dr. John Lab. To check the market efficiency, semi-strong in above case, Mr. X collected the following information. So to check that say whether market is in semi-strong form of efficiency or not, it means that whether with this information are you able to generate the superior return or you have been able to generate the return as what say otherwise the security is supposed to give. That you are required to check. If you are able to generate the super normal profit, then in that case the market is not in weak, that is semi-strong form of market efficiency, If at all you are not able to generate the superior return, then in that case it is in the semi-strong form of market efficiency. The price of the security is given and the market information is given. We have been provided with the information about the characteristic line. It means that the security should generate this much return. So what happens that, listen carefully what I am going to speak. We will compute that, say, what is the return of the market during this month. I request all of you to use a calculator. 4400 minus 4000. 400 upon 4000 into 100. That comes to 10 percentage. 4500 minus 4400 upon 4400. The answer is 2.27 percentage. Next, 6.67% negative. Next, 4.76% negative. And so on, we can make the computation of the market return. Listen carefully. What will happen? Whatever the return that the market has given into beta, okay, this value will be added to 5% to compute that what is the return that the security should actually generate based on the risk of the security. Do not write anything, just let me explain you. So I am writing column number 1 month, in that I am writing March. I am writing Sensex, it is 4000. Then I am writing April, Sensex is 4400. So I am writing return on the market portfolio. 4400 minus 4000 divided by 4000 into 100. So the answer is 10%. This is the way the RM is calculated. Now the required rate of return based on the alpha of the security. It is alpha plus beta RM. What is alpha? Alpha is provided as 5. What is beta? It is 0.8 into RM is 10. So the return should be 0.8 into 10 is 8. 8 plus 5 is 30. Now what is the actual return? Listen me carefully. We can see that, say, the actual return is like this: 1100 minus 1000 divided by 1000 into 100. So in that case the answer is 10%. So this is what's the return that the security should generate, and this is what's the actual return that the security is likely to generate. This is the way we are required to make the computation of the actual return and required return. Actual return and required return. In the month of May, as I explained to you, this is 4500. So this is 4500 minus 4400. Again divided by 4400 into 100. So the answer is 2.27%. So based on that, the required rate of return can be found. It is alpha plus beta RM. So 0.8 into 2.27. So it is 1.82 plus 5. That comes to 6.82. On the other hand, so the security has given return of 1240 minus 1100, that is 140, divided by 1100 into 100. That comes to 12.73%. This is the way year on year you can make the computation of the actual return. It is to be compared with the return that it should generate. So you can see that this is the actual return of the market portfolio. This is the return of the security, taking into account the price change. This is the expected return using the characteristics line. And difference of both of them is the excess return, excess or less return. Now, the total of all this, if it is near to zero, then the market is in weak form of market efficiency, not otherwise. This is the way we have to draw the conclusion. So we understand, let's say over here, we observe that the total excess return is near to zero. So we accept that the market is semi-strong and it is not possible to earn superior return from the market. So this is the way we are required to test the market is in weak form of market, that is a semi-strong form of market efficiency. और ये information, whatever the information that say you take as a base for the purpose of making this kind of prediction is not going to make a sense. That is what we understand.